stronger than words. There is no revolution stronger than words. There is no resolution. Our voices aren't heard. In a sense, innocence is long dead. In a sense, innocence is long dead. The word that they heard wasn't the one you said. The world said, quiet child, they can't hear you. The world said, quiet child, they can't hear you. The heart said, right child, they will fear you. I found freedom in this sentence. I found freedom in this sentence. In a pen, I found independence. In a pen, I found independence. My name is Vishikha Tripathi. I'm a 16-year-old poet and author. Words are naturally important to me. They give me freedom, purpose, power, a voice. The realization that there are people who do not have words was disheartening. Formal knowledge of language has capacity that surpasses comprehension. It is the parameter of literacy as we know it. But while its hands wrap civilization, the tribal and underdeveloped regions of the world remain untouched by it, depriving the people there of several opportunities that the world has to offer. I, having won the birth lottery and finding myself in a position of relative privilege, felt compelled to make this right, but soon realized my own trivialness. I was a 15-year-old with no funds or influence. The world is full of success stories, and we are compelled to believe the only way to make a change is by doing something revolutionary and large. When we realize such a thing is rare and unfathomable to most of us, reality leaves us hopeless. We realize at moments like these our own insignificance. We realize at moments like these our own insignificance. Wonder if all we do even makes a difference. I'm not afraid to admit at that moment I felt so small. I'm not afraid to admit at that moment I felt so small. Like everything I've ever done is nothing at all. Like everything I've ever done is nothing at all. So, is it really that hopeless? Like unless I amass an endless pool of funds to open a chain of schools or give up my entire life assisting someone who does, was there nothing realistic I could do? No middle ground that I could find? Turns out there is. Read a Story is an NGO that hopes to improve reading and spoken English in the tribal and underserved regions of India. They connect persons proficient in English with people who wish to improve theirs and conduct one-on-one phone call sessions for the benefit of the student. This was exactly what I was looking for. Something that had an actual impact but did not need me to compromise my commitments. So I signed up. A week later, I was assigned a student whom I will be calling Suman. Suman was in 9th grade, then only 3 years younger than me. She was born and brought up in a village in Maharashtra. Her father was a rickshaw puller and the primary breadwinner of the family. She was fluent in Marathi and Hindi, the latter being her main language of communication. Suman was wise, upbeat and inspiring. She was equipped with her alphabets but needed help with her vocabulary as she was in shock as to what most words meant. Help that I was more than willing to provide. And so it was, for months on end, an hour a day, 3 days a week. Suman sat in which she described to me as a cottage somewhere in rural Maharashtra on the single phone her family had that the organization provided. The textbook open in front of her, while I sat in my room in Mumbai on a phone call with her, explaining to her chapter after chapter after chapter. We all wish to impact the world and solve its problems, but the sheer amount that there is to be solved is so daunting, it stops us before we even begin. We must realize we should do the most we can, no matter how little we think it is. There is no such thing as insignificant. No good deed is trivial. Even when you think you cannot change the world, you can change someone's world. To conclude, I would like to present a poem that I wrote after the class. Suman flawlessly read and explained Emily Dickinson's poem, Hope is a Thing with Feathers. Here is Hope is not a thing with feathers. Hope is not a feathered thing. Hope is not a feathered thing. In storms, I do not hear it sing. Sweet tune that has kept many warm, because hope is not the bird, it's the storm. Hope has never learned its place. Hope has never learned its place. It takes and takes it to the face till you wonder how it hasn't died. The voice inside that whispers, try. Hope is not a thing with feathers. Hope is not a thing with feathers. If it was long ago, it would have feathered. But it will be here for a while. It will be here for a while. Broken teeth never stop the smile. Hope is not a thing with feathers. It is the dreaming of the eye. It has clipped wings, but jumps off of rooftops, hoping to someday fly. Thanks.